Today we are going to be cranking up the pressure and bringing some amazing blitzes that are going to fire in at the QB and pair great with the coverages we already broke down in big nickel over G. Today we are breaking down two blitzes, with the first being SS Blitz 2 in big nickel over G, then the second being WS Blitz 3 also in over G. Now these two blitzes together are going to help you have a lockdown defense. They are going to complement each other amazingly well, with our cover 2 blitz bringing pressure with 6 players and allow us to have crazy edge heat firing in at the QB, but also having a looper that is coming in from behind the line of scrimmage and getting pressure up the gut. Then our cover 3 blitz gets pressure off the edge from our nickel while only rushing 5. This is great because we will still have 6 players in coverage, making this a super solid pass D. Now today's video is going to be part of my New York Giants Big Blue Wrecking Crew defense, all inspired by the 1980s Giants defense that dominated throughout the decade, led by Lawrence Taylor and a young Bill Belichick. Now there's already a ton out for this scheme, so if you want to check all the videos that go with this one, I will leave a link to the playlist for the whole scheme down in the description below. Now this safety walk down look can give us a complete scheme in itself. The blitzes today will pair perfect with the coverages we broke down in our last video. This will put the offense in a tough spot because they won't know if they should send everyone out on routes to beat our coverage schemes, but then we can come in for easy sacks, or if they should block extra players, but then they're going to be super limited in their ability to beat our coverages. Now both of the blitzes we break down today are going to look identical pre-snap and almost the same as our coverages in the last video. This is going to disguise our intentions and not give them any pre-snap tells on what we are doing defensively. Now the players that are going to be absolutely key for these defensive looks is going to be our nickel and our 2 safeties. They are going to be coming in off the edge a ton and need to have the speed to get to the QB as quick as possible, but also being really solid coverage players helps a ton because they will be put into positions where they have to make plays. Then this walk down safety look is also a very solid run D with our 4 down linemen eating up block and making a ton of plays, but then our safety walk down near the line gives us 8 players in and around the box, really giving us great options to lock down the run game. Overall, this big nickel over G stuff I'm breaking down in this video and the last one is probably my favorite part of this whole Giants defensive scheme. There are basically no weaknesses. We have lockdown pass defenses, we have really solid run D, and some blitzes that are going to fire in at the QB super consistently. Okay, now we're getting into SS Blitz 2 in big nickel, and we want to make sure both it and WS Blitz 3 are in our audibles. And for coaching adjustments, make sure auto alignment is on base and we don't touch zone drops. And for our packages, we want to go to our slot CB package to make sure we have access to the right coverage adjustments. Then we always want to come out in pinch blitz, then audible over to SS Blitz 2. Then for adjustments, crash your D-line down and put QB contains on the field. Then blitz all linebackers, and then we want to take the linebacker that is on the same side as the high safety. He will be our user, and we just want to walk about 2 steps inside and 1 step closer to the ball. So you can run the blitz as it is right now, but I do like to adjust the coverage a little bit. So I'll take the corner on the walk down safety side and I will put him in a deep half. Then I will put the safety into a curl flat. All right guys, so coming out in our cover 2 blitz, this is really what it's going to look like pre-snap. Now I mentioned for the setup, I like to bring this user on the same, the linebacker on the same side as the safety, and I walk him just inside and down just a little bit. Basically, we want to be inside of about 5 yards. This is going to help hold these offensive linemen on the inside and allow this looping blitz to come in. Now, this blitz is amazing, guys. It is going to get pressure even if they block their running back a ton. We see blocking running back, and we see this looper is just going to come in off the D tackle's butt and get to the outside. Then we have our nickel coming off the edge as well. We see they're blocking their running back right here, and he is really not going to do anything here. Let the looper just come totally free, plus the nickel coming off the edge. Both guys get in the backfield, and we look down the field. They have really nothing open. Here it is again, exact same thing. Here they have a little play action fake, blocking their running back, and look at this looping linebacker, guys. So here the running back tries to jump over and take the blitzing cornerback, and this looper just comes in absolutely free. Really not much open. Like, this player is going to get open on the post down the field eventually, but they don't have time to let it develop downfield, and we get a huge play in the backfield once again. Here it is one more time right here. Boom, running back blocking, and look at the looper just coming in at the quarterback, guys. Like, these running backs just do not pick this up well at all. We get in the backfield, force a fumble, and now we got a scoop and score. going the other way. This blitz is absolutely nasty. Okay, now we're going to look at the coverage aspect of this blitz, and one thing you're going to see right away is there's our safety is going to be here, corners here, so pre-snap they're going to see this seam open. So as the user, we have to be really cognizant of that, and that is the place I like to look to right away. Also on the back end, we have 5 players out in coverage, so our flats are taken away, and we have 2 deep players. So really the middle of the field is the user's responsibility. So right at the snap, I'm going to hover for a second. That's going to help let our looper come in. Then look at the opening here. We need to take that away. He tries to hit the tight end in the seam, and we are able to jump up, high point the ball. Okay, here it is again right here. Coverage on the back end as well, guys. Now I will either leave clouds and curls on the field to take away deeper, or you can shade down and put hards on the field. So here we're going to be playing clouds, curls on the outside. User, I see the tight end going vertical, so we're going to take him right away. We have the looper coming in. Really, we're kind of taking this route away also, and they try to go deep to this, deep seam route. We're able to take that away. Our corner from the backside is able to step in front. Okay, here we see again clouds and curls on the field, 3rd and 16. So we're really, protecting deeper down the field. So right here, playing in the middle of the field, we see our looper coming in totally free. He tries to go to this crosser right here, and we have our curl cloud flat playing deep, 3rd and 16, and we get the knockout. Now it's 4th and 16. Then one more. Here we have a hard flat on the field. So that is the other thing we can do. 2nd and 10, we're bringing a heavy blitz. I will play hard flats a decent amount of the time. Right here, boom. We have our looper and our edge pressure coming in. He has to get rid of this ball. We have our hard flat in the flats, and he tries to hit the little dig in behind him, and our corner is able to step in front our hard flat and go the other way. And legitimately, guys, this is one of my favorite blitzes I have used all year. Now, if you want to unlock even more for this scheme, you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up today, we have another blitz that will fire in at the QB and make a ton of plays for you that is going to look the same pre-snap as the 2 blitzes we break down in this video. Plus, I break down another coverage to pair with these blitzes that will give you so many options defensively. Then there is a ton more up on the site for this defensive scheme, allowing you to make it one of the best in all of Madden 22. Now, if you want to check out Scheme Kings, I will leave a link for it down in the description below. Now, the setup for WS Blitz 3 in big nickel over G. Now, once again, come out in pinch blitz, and then we want to audible over to our WS Blitz 3. Now, this is going to be a super easy setup. Just slant your D line to the same side as your walk down linebacker, then take the linebacker on the same side as the safety, and I like to blitz him. Then I'll walk inside 2 steps and 1 step down, and that is it for the setup. Okay, now getting into our cover 3 blitz look. Now, this is going to be a little bit different. If they block their running back, they will be able to block this up, but we're going to get an extra player into coverage. And now we're going to be just really focusing on getting the edge heat, not with the linebacker looping in as well. So right here, we're just going to look here. They do a little play action fake, and they can barely get through the handoff animation before we have him in the backfield with our edge heat. The corner is going to fly off the edge here, guys. Empty. This is going to work really well for us. We're going to be super confident they can't block an extra player here. So we're going to be, feel really good that this blitz is going to come in. So this player is going to kick out, take the left tackle. Then our corner is just going to fly off the edge untouched. And if you look out, by the time we hit him, that's taken away. That's taken away. We're taking the player in the middle. There is absolutely no one open, and he is going down for the sack. Now, the other thing that will happen sometimes, they will try to slant their D-line to our nickel. Watch their tackle here. He's actually going to kick out to the nickel, but then the defensive end is going to shoot in this gap. So because he over kicks, now the defensive end is going to fire in at the QB, and he is going down. Now for the coverage aspect, guys, once again, if you look pre-snap, our safety is going to be lined up on this side of the field. So what do we see? This seam is going to be open. So as a user, that is the first play I'm going to look to for this cover 3 blitz. I'm trying to get up in the seam. So what do we see? Tight end going up the seam. I see it, and I'm just going to step up, go high point the ball, and make the play once again. So check the seam right away. We know the blitz is going to be coming in, but we have to get to that seam. That is going to be the weak point of this defense. Once again, seam route, tight end right here, and we just step right in front. Okay, then once again, we can also adjust the flat defender. So when I blitz, a lot of the time, I'm going to be playing hard flats unless it's, 3rd and long. They're really trying to hold the ball and get it deeper. Then I'll play curls, then I'll play clouds. But right here, 1st and 10, we want to play hard flat. Right here, he sends everyone out on routes. We see our cornerback is firing in our nickel back, and he's trying to hit the flats right away, and we have an acrobat user pick with our linebacker playing the flats. So that is why I want hard flats. Our blitz is coming. They're going to get the ball out quick, and we want to take away out all of their easy options. Now, these blitzes are going to get amazing pressure in at the QB and help you make a ton of plays. But to use them to their full potential, you have to have the coverages that are going to go along with them. So to check out my lockdown pass coverages, you need to check out this video right here.